Summer season. Summer is one of the four earth seasons that goes after spring and foreshadows autumn. In this time of the year, days become warm, hot and really long, while nights in this season are the shortest. Sun shines so bright and everything around is whispering to go outdoors. Everyone loves summer because it is the best time to go on vacation, spend time near the sea and sunbathing. It is a great time for doing some sports outdoors, spending time with families and friends, doing picnics. Everyone feels happier in this time of year because you do not need to wear warm clothes and can go for a walk even in the nighttime. Summer is the hottest of the four temperate seasons, occurring after spring and before autumn. At or central on the summer solstice, the earliest sunrise and latest sunset occurs. Daylight hours are longest and dark hours are shortest, with day length decreasing as the season progresses after the solstice. The date of the beginning of summer varies according to climate, tradition, and culture. When it is summer in the northern hemisphere, it is winter in the southern hemisphere, and vice versa. From an astronomical view, the equinoxes and solstices would be the middle of the respective seasons, but sometimes astronomical summer is defined as starting at the solstice, the time of maximal insolation, often identified with the 21st day of June or December. By solar reckoning, summer instead starts on May Day and the summer solstice is midsummer. A variable seasonal lag means that the meteorological center of the season, which is based on average temperature patterns, occurs several weeks after the time of maximal insolation. The meteorological convention is to define summer as comprising the months of June, July, and August in the northern hemisphere and the months of December, January, and February in the southern hemisphere. Under meteorological definitions, all seasons are arbitrarily set to start at the beginning of a calendar month and end at the end of a month. This meteorological definition of summer also aligns with the commonly viewed notion of summer as the season with the longest and warmest days of the year, in which daylight predominates. The meteorological reckoning of seasons is used in countries including Australia, New Zealand, Austria, Denmark, Russia and Japan. It is also used by many people in the United Kingdom and Canada. In Ireland, the summer months according to the National Meteorological Service, Met Éireann, are June, July and August. However, according to the Irish calendar, summer begins on the 1st of May and ends on the 1st of August. School textbooks in Ireland follow the cultural norm of summer commencing on the 1st of May rather than the meteorological definition of the 1st of June. In midsummer, the sun can appear even at midnight in the northern hemisphere. Photo of midnight sun in Inari, Finland. Days continue to lengthen from equinox to solstice and summer days progressively shorten after the solstice, so meteorological summer encompasses the build-up to the longest day and a diminishing thereafter, with summer having many more hours of daylight than spring. Reckoning by hours of daylight alone, summer solstice marks the midpoint, not the beginning, of the seasons. Midsummer takes place over the shortest night of the year, which is the summer solstice, or on a nearby date that varies with tradition. The nature in the summer season is full of bright colors, everything around is flourishing, the birds are singing, and you can feel that the nature around you is lining. Plants and trees are giving fruits, a lot of flowers are blooming with the different colors, and everyone can feel amazing smell in the air. Warm days with perfect weather allows animals to breed. Days are really long and nights are warm and short in this period. It means that everyone has more time to be outdoors and enjoy summer seasons in full. In the summer seasons the sun is the most active. It means that everything in the nature gets a lot of energy from the sun to support life, breeding and feeding. Warmth of the summer days creates lifelong conditions for animals and plants activities. Also be ready for the thunderstorms, because in the summer it is very important phenomenon. It helps nature to survive in this hot period, crops to grow better and later give harvest. You know that summer is the best season for seeing rainbow. This amazing and really beautiful phenomenon is created by cooperation of sun rays and water. Summer is traditionally associated with hot or warm weather. In Mediterranean climates, it is also associated with dry weather, while in other places, particularly in Eastern Asia because of the monsoon, it is associated with rainy weather. The wet season is the main period of vegetation growth within the savanna climate regime. Where the wet season is associated with a seasonal shift in the prevailing winds, it is known as a monsoon. In the northern Atlantic Ocean, a distinct tropical cyclone season occurs from the 1st of June to the 30th of November. The statistical peak of the Atlantic hurricane season is the 10th of September. The Northeast Pacific Ocean has a broader period of activity, but in a similar time frame to the Atlantic. 16. The Northwest Pacific sees tropical cyclones year-round, with a minimum in February and March and a peak in early September. In the North Indian Basin, storms are most common from April to December, with peaks in May and November. In the Southern Hemisphere, the tropical cyclone season runs from the start of November until the end of April, with peaks in mid-February to early March. Thunderstorm season in the United States and Canada runs in the spring through summer, but sometimes can run as late as October or even November in the fall. These storms can produce hail, strong winds and tornadoes, usually during the afternoon and evening. Summer is the best time for plants and flowers grow to flourish and blossom. Due to warm weather and sunny days, they are growing very quickly and also have a chance to dissipate. Wind helps plants to scatter their seeds, playing a major role in prosperity of the whole nature. Also, the sunlight in the summer very important to plants and trees, because they have perfect conditions for photosynthesis. In this process, plants get useful nutrition, and afterwards we get fresh air to breathe. The most popular summer flower is begonia. Everyone loves this beautiful plants because of their big and colorful blossoms, and also they can live as in the sun as in the shade throughout whole summer period. Lobelia is annual summer flower that can create an amazing waterfall from small flowers and look really nice in the gardens. Always is flourish with blue and violet colors. Also, summer is the best time for planting some vegetables, for example beans, celery, corn, cucumbers, edamame, broccoli, okra, muskmelons and eggplants. Animals in the summer period have the peak of their activity. They go hunting, reproduce, and, of course, in this time of the year they start to store energy that will be really necessary for them in the winter and autumn time. Summer for animals is one of the best time in the year. They have a lot of food to eat, place to live, and due to warm weather they do not need a special shelter. In the summer seasons, birds have the most active breeding period. They are also nesting and looking for place to give a life to the new generation. Birds are looking for the food for nestlings, and because of warm weather it is easy for them. Also, in the end of the summer, birds are starting to grow new feathers. This will help them to feel more comfortable and warm in the winter. Birds are also need to increase the level of fat in their bodies, to have more energy when it